before September. On the Florentine, bridge collapse kills 7 people, leaves 30 others missing after floods in China. And in sports, Nigeria's The Tigress loses to Germany in 2024 Olympics warm-up. And now the details. I am Mike James. The Lagos State Building Control Agency, LASPCA, has granted a 4-week extension for the collection and submission of an expression of interest form for interested consultants in the built environment registered with relevant professional bodies in Nigeria to indicate interest in the Certified Accreditors Program, CAP. The General Manager of the Building Control Agency, Gbola Oki, stated this in his office while reviewing the level of responses by interested applicants in the new scheme. Oki reiterated that the CAP program is a public-private synergy aimed at leveraging the peculiar expertise and experience of private sector professionals to further accelerate LASPCA's effectiveness towards optimum service delivery. He noted that the extension is aimed at giving more professionals in the built environment the opportunity to participate in this significant initiative. Lagos State Electricity Board, LSEB, has held a stakeholders engagement with the community leaders in the Ekpe division. General Manager of the board, KAT Balogun, said the meeting aimed to inform and seek the support of the communities in the upcoming energy audit exercise, which will commence today, Saturday, July 20 in Ekpe. Balogun was represented by the head of the energy audit team, Adenike Adeniji, noted that the essence of the audit is to capture the energy needs of underserved communities across the state, noting that the exercise will also serve as a guide in Lagos State electricity law. According to him, this initiative demonstrates the Lagos State government's dedication to implementing the provisions of the Lagos State electricity law, fostering a collaborative approach to energy management and driving progress towards a more sustainable and equitable energy future. Community leaders from 24 communities, led by the Vice Chairman of Ekpe Local Government, Sikiru Olumoshi, thanked the LSEB team and pledged their full support on the exercise. The Nigeria police has arrested 1,284 suspects in various operations across the country over the past 6 weeks. Force spokesperson Muyiwa Adejobi said the arrests include 307 armed robbery suspects, 296 kidnapping suspects, 176 rape and defilement suspects, 301 homicide suspects, and 204 suspected cultists. Adejobi, who stated this during the parade of some suspects arrested for various offences, said the police rescued 97 kidnapped victims and recovered 284 firearms along with over 6,000 rounds of ammunition. Chief of Defense Staff Christopher Musa says the military is taking steps to crack down on crude oil thieves, affirming that their days are numbered. He also assured Nigerians that the military will play its part to ensure that the country meets its crude oil production target of 2.1 million barrels per day. Musa gave the assurance while speaking to journalists after he briefed President Bola Tinubu at the Aso Rock Villa, Abuja. For over 2 decades, Nigeria, one of Africa's largest oil producers, has grappled with a significant oil theft challenge, which leads to loss of an estimated 200,000 barrels of oil per day, representing about 10% of its daily production. And now to the rest of the stories. The National Commission for Almajiri and Out-of-School Children Education, in partnership with Commissioners of Education of some northern states, has pledged to visit the 6 area councils in the nation's capital to identify and enroll not less than 10,000 out-of-school children before September. This pledge was made during the inauguration of the Out-of-School Children Enrollment Champions at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja. Executive Secretary of the Commission, Mohammed Idris, acknowledged the leadership and unwavering support of President Bola Tinubu, who has been instrumental in advancing efforts to eradicate the challenges faced by Almajiri and out-of-school children in Nigeria. According to him, the Commission is committed to ensuring that there will be no more street children, orphaned and out-of-school children sooner than later. The federal government is set to spend 3 trillion naira on the new minimum wage and the payment of pensions and gratuities. Minister of Budget and Economic Planning Atiku Bagudu stated this during the meeting with the Senate Committee on Appropriations chaired by Olamilekan Adeola. Bagudu, who represented the general principles of the newly amended 2024 budget to the committee at the meeting, noted that the new budget additions will not be funded by loans but by the already reserved profit. And in some foreign news, at least 11 people have died and more than 30 others are missing after a highway bridge partially collapsed during torrential rains in northwest China. The provincial authority said a bridge over a river in Shaanxi province's Shanglu city collapsed on Friday night due to a sudden downpour and flash floods. Rescue teams have recovered several vehicles that fell into the river, with efforts still underway. Chinese President Xi Jinping has urged an all-out effort to find those still missing. According to reports, officials sent 736 firefighters, 18 boats and 32 drones to the scene. And over to sports news, Germany has beaten Nigeria's D Tigers in a warm-up game ahead of the Paris 2024 Olympics. The African champions lost to Germany in a preparation game played at the Uber Arena in Berlin on Friday as the game finished 77-63 in favor of the Germans. The Tigers, who have won a record 4 consecutive women's AfroBasket titles, are in a tough group for the Olympics, which places the team up against Canada, Australia and France in Group B of the women's basketball event. And that was our news at 12. But just before we go, slow down at road junctions, intersections and pedestrian crossings. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration renovated 197 public schools across the state? Well, you can get more details on the Legacy Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Legacy Building Control Agency has granted a 4-week extension for the collection and submission of an expression of interest form for interested consultants in the built environment registered with relevant professional bodies in Nigeria to indicate interest in the Certified Accreditors Program, CAP. The National Commission for Almajiri and Out-of-School Children Education, in partnership with Commissioners of Education in some northern states, has pledged to visit the 6 area councils in the nation's capital to identify and enroll not less than 10,000 out-of-school children before September. We also told you that at least 11 people have died and more than 30 others are missing after a highway bridge partially collapsed during torrential rains in the northwest China. In sports, Germany has beaten Nigeria's D Tigers in a warm-up game ahead of the Paris 2024 Olympics. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast. It was compiled by Adewale Olokporoku. Thank you for listening, Lagos. Good afternoon. My name is Mike James.